Libya Boko, so here. Great. Now, what's your HSA? 1,500 Ghana cedis. And 1,005,
yeah.
Okay, all right. Say another way.
Okay, maybe fine.
And boys in someone here says, we say Bruno Fernandes, Ebeji Ballon d'Or.
Mankaso Obeji, me see. Se di Ballon d'Or common. With the performance of Manchester United this season. Mon fan and fan common. I never say on Monfa Ballon d'Or on award the man street.
On what basis near the Neka Ballon d'Or common? Because a database is near the Ballon d'Or common. You bought Rafinha, you bought Mohamed Salah, you bought Lamine Yamal, you bought all of the top players across there. Contributions, and it's in numbers, it's in data. And then you bought Bruno Fernandes here. O say Bruno Fernandes say you didn't Neka Ballon d'Or common.
Players now bought mine.
Mohamed Salah numbers outrageous.
And what they are doing.
Or the Argentinians the numbers no now.
Then Bruno Fernandes is also doing well for Manchester United. And to China, I don't know the move on. So to make us your more season in media. And your numbers, and you forget any name command.
If you Bruno Fernandes been 40 goal contributions this season,
your more season in
I got 10 matches.
Your money.
Oh, wow, I
can't too cry money.
I'm in how you know.
Look, a branch and all on a groove more.
Oh, the groove.
Hey. So Bruno, he's a best of a player.
Penalty in the groove.
Kofi.
Mohamed Salah,
maybe Champions League, and you come out with the film because of penalties. The penalties is important in football.
But that is why there's also a statistic called non-penalty goals.
And today,
goals be not a penalty.
Obi ni mbo na boku na penalty one was no.
Oh massa, me dey guys ask me.
Asema na okay. No. We don't have a goal no senke gina nkaba now. Ebi anke ka different story.
Oh,
but you come out the film because of penalties.
Senior, asema make a
season
we are talking about open play.
Some money nim fra here Manchester dey. You be dinner Franco.
Manchester. I don't just am with enough for them. Come on, Bruno Fernandes.
Say, how can I move from an any ever create Ballon d'Or near Diamano?
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, yeah.
You see, my club, and now I'm seeking to debunk and Trobia which I was shown also.
Me, who debunk me can throw.
Say Giovanni Quenda. Giovanni Bruno Fernandes, you see if I can Ballon d'Or or me who cry a blatant intro. They are torture baby. Also, I say Giovanni Quenda, ma offer the same thing, and I was clear. Chelsea call Koto Bueno. More offer the same amount of money. In fact, money boy.
I am more journalist. And my more church also is not true.
Why
journalist? It's not true. More journalist. Chelsea journalist. I'm more story. I'm more church. Man, is here could you afford
40 million?
Yeah, 40.
Manchester United plan was to get Giovanni Quenda as the next right wing back for next season.
No problem.
Chelsea. Don't come and stand here and tell United fans I said, when I won't penny be in a Chelsea this Rich. Markets near Wumno. It's a pricey market.
Okay.
Obia boarding at age 17. Boy are all tear the Portuguese league by storm. It comes to saying, who the 40 million coin? But you don't plan. Only project.
But you're making a story, no?
Only project. Now, Michelle.
Oh, Uber would the bank. Hold
production.
Hold on. Kofi. Oh, say. Must man ram me back. Me can't throw. Me 2 foot rugby. See, you put a shimmy to good my own shara. Kofi. Yeah, but tell me question. Me say. Uber no pay. Also, catch will be a change there from no pay. Say. Me Richard and Ramasama me can say a branch and just 40 million and a demand no a force blatant force into Becca Grandia Cherry and I'm say no can over can you reach them
now the minute Mammy be away.
Okay,
Athletic report David Austin report here.
David Austin.
Yes, say people paid around the same 40 million.
And a boy and say so no Bobo Chelsea.
Boy in Chelsea we just all see and just all see no Kodadri Hona what's on the printer who come
Oni this wadi hu.
Oh, and it wadi hu. Manchester United.
Young boy was his own conference.
Now,
yeah, boy, Europa. Over conference.
Over 2026. Over Bani, ya League. Ya League, ya near both champions.
Where did they know G League?
Now, United, Mukrapa, Muboni,
who did they know G League?
You think you're better team. Now, Manchester United is in your team.
Okay.
United, Titidin, and Moody home.
The same thing applies to Chelsea.
Yeah. And they bully you. Yes, you see, I'm a champions to go here. You guys and you come on.
Europa, Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria, there was all
the. Said you all say your ball league New Year.
So, I'm
now the competition, your boy.
I don't find out.
Oh, say, you find out. You bet which.
And you want my United million. Started drew us out. Can't bet on a auction. I'm no bet.
Mini problem. A drew up.
Remember some.
Messi a drew up. And a new mamma Timino. It's Europa into Miana.
United Europa.
Why Tim Sakano? Fiorentina, Lazio. Yes, Michel Lazio. The man okay.
Lazio saying
that if some food for the only say, more Chelsea for no more sell market, more qua. Obi price 30, no more price 50.
Yes, sell market.
And that is what you've been doing. Chelsea Debia Sanamiano. Debia, Casero Yasanam, the father.
Casero, you
Sabrana Liverpool, Branch, will be in Zabranch, no more Quadma Wakaseva.
Casero,
Debia was kind of churches. Chama, games in that Trubia Massa. Was on record against 40. David Austin, Mukubizada.
Of course, we start here for the Italian Serie A, obviously, just a few ones. And now in our games that start here, which I think that I still stand on the fact that Italian Serie A are very competitive. Very, very, very competitive. And this weekend match never so even more interesting. And now Patrick Vieira, Genoa side, we need 2-1 against Lecce. And then Monza and Parma, Belbo, Udinese, and Verona, Ebebo, of course, Milan, and Como. Very, very close game. And also, of course, one game a bit decided the future of coach FN Francesco Conceição. Really, really important game. Banyami Admo Rich and a game senior Fiorentina and Juventus Bebo, Atalanta and Inter. Ebebo, really tough game. I think say Inter going away from home to Atalanta is a game that they can get a job done. Our Italian Serie A, and we expecting say Bibia Ebe come Rich. In the English Premier League, there are games. But there is also the League Cup final because of. And from both managers and a slot, Eddie Howe, a big opportunity for them to win something. And slot beat me the first trophy coming in his first season with Liverpool. Same for Eddie Howe, who has an opportunity to win a trophy for Newcastle as a team after a very, very long spell without a trophy. It's a big opportunity. Now, so watch the two teams now. The style of play is a little bit similar, but Newcastle form a more of a physical team, more physical across all the phases of play than Liverpool form. So it tells you that the game is going to be close. Every time I leave Newcastle, any Liverpool, it has always been close. Yes, Liverpool gets the win usually, but it's always been a very, very close one, and that's what we're expecting. And then, Wembley, who is your money on?
Liverpool.
No, so Omoji League Cup, no imagine back to back. Because last season against Chelsea,
and a slaughter.
Yeah.
The only way I bet you see to say sorry to supporters after our exit from the Champions League, a game week
is to win this.
Share. Let's say sorry to them. Yeah. And
which still Liverpool ain't finalizing the contract issues of Van Dijk, Salah, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Uti and Slaughter, or say he wants to keep Van Dijk on the team. Van Dijk say it's not certain. Bibi anye clear. But in Samsung say Bibi intimacy from now to the end of the season. Mohamed Salah same. Trent Alexander-Arnold same. The last time we say Liverpool Emma Salah kwa. Where do they get those goals from? And
that means me be Liverpool the same question. And no catch them so plans and they say Yami had me both season we be no Salah and so now so on to as well. I'm a call for Isaac.
Alexander Isaac.
Yeah.
Now on
and feel so no bet me I'm double digit.
At the goals number.
Okay. I'm so okay.
And then you call who scored who. What we realize is the possible starting lineup. And then starting game. Alisson Becker in post. Trent Alexander-Arnold a prior against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. Nhyira Konsa. And as a Conor Bradley will be in there. Konate, Van Dijk, any branch of Alex Roberts. And then the back four. Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, midfield two. Salah, Domenico Szoboszlai, Cody Gakpo, and Luis Diaz, Bailey D. Lines. Now, of course, for Tima, your friend in Newcastle, it's going to be Tino Livramento, Dan Ben, Fabian Schär, Kieran Trippier, Bruno Gamirash, Sandro Tonali, Joel Linton, Wilcock, Ishak, and your branch, your friend Murphy. Which when you go onto the Liverpool right-hand side of Omo attack now, in Liverpool 4-4-3-3 normal bono. And I mean used to this one. Liverpool 4-4-3-3 in this area. We are saying Kwanzaa may play here. There is going to be Mohamed Salah here. Makase Adie Bakwema Liverpool are very successful in terms of games and then getting goals. Is how now they've used a branch of friend Mohamed Salah as a wide outlet. Salah is not playing as an inside winger, but then as a wide outlet. When you see the ball carry, Aben Fiifi. Now, when you look at on the same area, on the left of Newcastle for there is a branch of Tino Livramento. Very, very good player in terms of pace. Unless Liverpool are saying for this game, the outlet is going to be from the left of the attack. And on the back three, in terms of build up, Nhyira Konsa, Virgil van Dijk, and Ibu Konate, I think Newcastle have a chance. Salah Ekodenim to try and create chances up top. The space he leaves there, Willock, Joel Linton, any branch of friend Tino Livramento are good enough in this zone to help team my friend Liverpool. I think that is where the game essentially will be won and lost. The midfield of Sandro Tonali, together with Joel Linton and Bruno Gamirash should be very physical. Rich. In the game against Gravenberch, the game against Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool did not even get the ball to try and win duels. Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, any Abrantia, your friend, what's his name? Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, any João Neves were excellent on the ball every time. It's not ending class Liverpool being a this game be more transitional and it be about who will win those duels no FIFA which I think that match Liverpool have the edge. So Vitinha come, no Vitinha win now in terms of that game, never cost a very, very close game. But I think the Liverpool everything we need some match, in the English Premier League and the matches never cost Everton bebo against West Ham United. Where is it going? I think that we are one of the over 1.5 matches maybe. Push English Premier League table now, baby Ipswich Town Edano and yet the relegation zone in him. Almost Nefi at the Portsmouth Road, normally team of Nottingham Forest who want to cement a European place. I think that we a match very, very close. It can easily be a draw between Ipswich Town and Nottingham Forest. Man City, any team of friend Brighton and Hove Albion, Pep Guardiola has said it. So Ejuma Fabian Hezela has done a team of friend Brighton and Hove Albion this season has been enormous. Why Ejuma is so brilliant job done for Abrantia friend Pep Fabian Hezela and any team. Which Unim said on the English Premier League table from 1st to 8th will be able to Europe. And midweek, I make catch you. Say near Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, all of the teams. That's where Europe, Manchester United inclusive. England are just one win away from having the 5th automatic slot to play in the Champions League next season. This is also a Champions League battle between Man City, any team of friend Brighton and Hove Albion. Man City the last time out against team of friend Nottingham Forest struggled and they didn't get the win. In this one, it's not going to be a cat versus a dog fight because any physicality versus just the technical style of play. A bit more technical, but intensity will come into play. One a bit more we need draws the baby. And can Brighton able of fear. I could have put my money on them because at the Bank of America Stadium, Manchester consistently they try to win duels and be more intense than the opposing team. But away from home at the Etihad, I think the game will be but the surety is the goals that will come. It's either of the teams to win, Man City or Brighton and Hove Albion to win, but an over 1.5 Southampton and Wolverhampton Wanderers elbow. It's an assured goals. Match Brentford. any team a friend of Bournemouth but Brentford away from home were bad form. And the vitality, Bournemouth have been good with all of those players. Evanescence is getting back, Antoine Semenyo last game before so joining Ghana team top in terms of getting a job. I think the Brentford double chance is something that we are expecting. Say you bet me and Arsenal airport Chelsea Nyamiad Mochina at 1 p.m. And now to Enzo Maresca. Which specifically on Robert Sanchez, who's you? Who voice no?
Yeah, I think I'm say Andy Boy Nana.
Which Enzo Maresca say game no go against Arsenal. Obebo Robert Sanchez as the number 1 goalkeeper. After all of the issues that Robert Sanchez diamano, or say Onyena just Robert Sanchez goalkeepers. Robert Sanchez will be his number 1 goalkeeper. Which you see, Sanchez or your doomful kumfu makani several times. And you just saw the brain dead issues near Timisi in games are share match and after you do a mistake you don't expect him to make. So I'm just hoping that Sanchez is going to have a calm, decent day on the night. But Enzo Maresca wants to put a lot of confidence in him and also rich. The deputy no babeda go him Abana Sanchez nano. He didn't prove to be good enough for the team. So it's something that hasn't been good for Robert Sanchez, and Enzo Maresca say that is what is going to happen. According to Maresca, Mikel Arteta said Jumana Maresca yene soneni. Maresca say ono onye sure so be 5 years. Chelsea say when we need trophies and that's 1 GBB monument. Onye sure so bet now sir. It's not going to be the same as Arsenal. Now Arsenal for near more the year money man different from Chelsea for which where do you think the game will be won or lost? Because Arsenal were injuries in the attack. Chelsea were injuries in the attack.
Yeah.
The good thing about for Chelsea is that in the last 10 meetings at Chelsea, any Arsenal abono, Arsenal winning 6. Arsenal, Chelsea draws no higher 3. Chelsea winning just 1. In the last 5 seasons, consistently, Arsenal inside the Chelsea. In the past, it used to be the other way around. Not Chelsea then inside the Arsenal. So, but Chelsea are now struggling to get results against Arsenal for Rich. When we go on to the tactical board, Uti Enzo Maresca now, or see James Abba, he's going to play in this game. Who share a game against Tima, your friend of Copenhagen, or stay Wesley Fofana. In fact, when you registered for the conference league, so the back four will be Wesley Fofana, Levi Cole, Marco Correa, and our brand friend Robert Sanchez, Edward Chodom. What we are expecting, and I think, say, if Enzo Maresca starts with our brand friend Romeo Lavia, or Fiifi, in terms of who plays in the midfield, then have Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, and Moise Caicedo, then he can try and dominate the midfield. Now, if we will go back to what we used to know in Kopama, from the right-hand side, give him a free roll to come centrally. Add a branch friend Christopher and Kuku in there, then Pedro Neto, Jadon Sancho, and try to see if we beat match Arsenal for now. Which, yes, Chelsea and injury issues there anymore. But there can be goals from this front four. So Kopama, the problem is Kopama scoring form now at the penal. If he was there, you can tell so about goals. Pedro Neto should be able to give you goals. Jadon Sancho, the numbers are so good. He's only in there as a ball retainer and tempo controller. I will attack him with Sane Paulsano. But again, Chelsea for a branch friend Nicholas Jackson and a branch friend Noni Madueke when the ball carries on. Really, really important. On the part of Arsenal, we know that Arsenal will go into that regular 4-3-3. And William Saliba and a branch friend Gabriel Magalhaes 4 and 5 no, is certain. We know that Ben White is back into the team, and of course, only our branch friend Ricardo Calafiori are going to be in there. I'm expecting a midfield of Declan Rice and our branch friend Thomas Partey. Then right in front of them, there's going to be a branch friend Martin Odegaard in there. Trossard up top in there with Sad Teamstone. Of course, Miles Lewis Kelly also get back into the team for Arsenal to get a little bit of a shaping in attack. Which Arsenal for the best book ever feel Bukayo Saka or Matthew Mana.
And then your game in games now Branton and Moby Piano. They are missing him. But so who should be our problems are? Yeah. Like you said, will be a front three, or problem.
Yeah.
Injuries.
Yeah.
But so who should nay Arsenal and then Chelsea. The unlikely say be a chance to be a shot. Mr. Arsenal the end was so slightly. What they compare Chelsea the end? The will be to set Trossard. Or deadly.
They're very deadly.
On your chance by 3 wait me to be a 2 up to net. But Neto, what's a Neto no Macase? I mean, we're one player. Chelsea Turner, what reason to Chelsea Turner? Fine player. All over the pitch. But my problem is, and 9 now, Unjina, who know them, the time I born, grab a cop, 8 year boss man, so Kobo is not there.
Enzo Mares can have more specific instructions because on your 9-9. It's in the front.
So, I want a man, Chelsea go in the channel. Question back on.
But was the Arsenal so any proper number 9?
But enemy Chelsea, teams in be any proper number 9.
But can't Chelsea also get goals because we Trossard no Messi on a Kupama. Kupama has a better goal scoring rate.
Said you are kind. Kupama so struggle when it comes to
it can start from Arsenal.
Kupama.
See, Shenya why you be that Kupama you be change Trossard. So you can start from that. I mean, I think that me know we are journey. And in the even the larger sense of the word, no. Me when say Arsenal with different ways of scoring than Chelsea. Arsenal they can score from a set piece. Arsenal were very good ball strikers from outside of the box, like Omode Yemo against Manchester United. Declan Rice out of the box, bam, gets the equalizer. And for me, that's where Arsenal's strengths are. The last time, Oko was in Nottingham Forest, Oko share with a bunch of friends, Calafiori, and Mikel Merino, Munich, so they can do that job. And that's where, for me, Arsenal are dangerous in playing a game like this. And I think the bookmakers, hugely in favor on the side of Arsenal, given what they've done. Say Chelsea now draw any bad results for me at all. If they're able to get a win, then a bit improve Chelsea season because Chelsea has 6 points off Arsenal, 3 off Team FM Nottingham Forest. It puts them in pole position to go and compete for possibly going into the top 5, not between the about Champions League, Nyami Adman or China. Chelsea added one other player, and then I got Andy Kacho, another midfielder, Dario Esugo, which 17, already 20 years and now. Also from Sporting CP. Boy, when Chelsea did can call who was Sporting now, I'm going Giovanni Quenda, I'm going for an account, or Bolon or Las Palmas. And I think there is an important profile in terms of helping Moise Caicedo next season. Because me name how Moise Caicedo as it stands now still on prior. Because almost every game with Wabobi. Almost every game covering a lot of distances. It is a Chelsea beat me and bench friend Dario Esugo. Next summer very really important and commodity and and Chelsea can really get a job done. Which area Spanish La Liga near rapid Bibia up. Madrid for na brana. Because
the game no go extra.
Yeah. In conversation for the Spanish La Liga title, which there are 2 crucial games this weekend. Villarreal Madrid, Barcelona Atletico de Madrid, or Atletico de Madrid Barcelona. Which points in fact the same points at the top. Just distance is all on them. And you know say it can come down to almost everything. Which Madrid phone say baby omo kono. Where ding for the past almost 7 years, since 2017-2018, Madrid enya away win our Saramicas for League against Villarreal. And this season, Marcelino team because they are in the top half, close to top 4, somewhere around 6 with 40 points, pushing so much in the Champions League next season. Which in the last 5 matches. Now on a very, very good winning streak, and of course unbeaten streak actually. Now the last game against Deportivo Alaves, and I did blip kakra about preparations team. Win 3, draw 1, and lose 1. Madrid for him say, so Ceramicas and they have also played in a Champions League game that traveled to the extra time. Meaning, when you ask Carlo Ancelotti. And you ask, of course, the players in your own boy, they will tell you about the fatigue. In fact, in front of Massa, they spoke about it. The game away from the historical part and in terms of Madrid fatigue, the 2 teams will play in a similar fashion. Meaning, say Madrid going away from home We will go and play a 4-4-2. They've done it several times this season with La Liga. At home also, Villarreal are in a 4-4-2. Alex Bainamo on the right-hand side. Yeremi Pino, Danny Palero, any guy will be very, very aggressive. And will fit for them. Then they will make sure, say Madrid, any mistake, they will pull 2 men forward. They will run the channels on the turnover with Nicola Pepe, any Abrante friend, Ayozi Perez. Then, of course, Moboy Film Academy, Nimebaye, Kwamboala, Costa, Cordano, any fourth will make the back four for them. Carlo Ancelotti will rest Abrante friend Luka Modric in this game. No about a midfield of Camavinga, Tchouameni, then Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, any Abrante friend Vinicius Junior up top, Garcia, Alaba, Rudiger, and Vasquez, even making back four, and of course Thibaut Courtois. Rich, Madrid team, no, any team a convincing so make Marco Villarreal or Ceramikas. You have to be careful, especially for me of Alex Baena, or a very, very lethal finisher. And going away to the Ceramikas, it is tough for them. I am very, very worried for Madrid. But okay. I want to still trust in the game goals will come. A double chance, good. And over 1.5 should be good for them. Madrid can edge the win, but game will be very, very close. Of course, Barca, and almost say one Barca in front of Sports. Nyami Admo China a big push for Barca to make sure say at least Peer Atletico Madrid a little bit further away from them. Now, if Omama Okono aye between Omo and Real Madrid to try and see if they can win the Spanish La Liga, no. And I like the fact that they've used one Argentine, one Brazilian in front of the graphic, no, for some match, no. Rafinha, any Abencha, Alves, of course, Rich. After Madrid game, no, the conversation has been this issue. But you see, Atletico de Madrid would have to move on from that. Mm-hmm. They have to move on. Some people will Barcelona game, they need to move on from that. Atletico Madrid have a lot of success in playing against Madrid than they do against Barcelona. At least from the eye test, against Barcelona, it is more difficult for them. You see, the game plan Diego Simeone the last time out of Copa del Rey, it was excellent. Yen City, Yen Soki, then we catch them quicker. Yes, starting game and Chebia. Now let's go. The Madrid successes in terms of the goals. But Barca regained control in terms of say original game for a very long time, and they controlling the game in itself. One first thing that is going to be key is say Barca would have to find ways to get control of match. Say no more match. A lot of the control in the middle of the park, and then make sure say, at the end of the day, over control match no more. Then they can get openings from there. Alright, I don't think that Atletico Madrid will throw 2 men forward. Same here, Diego Simeone, I'll go with the same lineup. Conor Gallagher, Rodrigo De Paul, Fiifi. Give me Julian Simeone on the wing, give me Julian Alvarez and then Antoine Griezmann when him on him. At the back, I still want that centre back player that I saw. Lenglet, any Abrante friend Jose Maria Jimenez. I don't know if Seba said he would want to add Abrante friend Ruben Lenormand to come and act to the back. This time I've seen say when you show Abrante friend Axel Witsel a lot. If you want some more steel, you can throw him into the middle of the pack. Now for Mabona, a compact for them. Barca has always struggled against teams that have been compact. And when you give Barca respect, now break you down. Now, a lot of the hard work in wide areas and then step up to Rafinha, win the numerical advantage to Rafinha, and Abrante friend Lamine Yamal in the wide areas. You tend to get something out of the game, and that's what I'm expecting. Say Abrante friend of Diego Simeone should do in this game against him. Your friend FC Barcelona, I know that there are going to be goals. In fact, regardless of how defensive Atletico Madrid Belbono, there will be goals. And over 1.5 over 2.5 is my first pick, but I still tip say Barcelona. Looks like they have enough. So betting a winning match against Tima, your friend Atletico de Madrid, Spanish La Liga name, then they can go they can go clear on top our Spanish La Liga name. Nabibia I come on. It's rich. In terms of match here, I think that Oko Italian Serie A, we've told you Inter for Juma against Atalanta, Madrid match, so you should be a little bit careful. But I person you careful there. Ubetimen to Bansi, Juma Nina Ewa Hamau. Yamau coach, ready for you to go ahead. I'll be team Akucha, Sako Nuna, waiting your DB or Richity, and that's your 3 codes. In fact, your 1 coder at only 250 plus odds. 250 plus or until for code now say a womb. First one a 18D1AFBD 18D1AFBD. Second one here 18CEDOD0FC 18CED0FC. Next one here 18CEC96F 18CEC96F. Richardo.
Okay. Yentua jumedi no so na alasan bosingwa se me mfa mesebi ma and saga no watch Canada ma yeti for say Richardo tell Fiifi I'm tired of these youngsters. Now I won't even be happy if we sell Lami Yamambu. I'm grand doors to do. Since
you know no
since I'm grand grass.
Catch any say I am
no omo kobolo no omo na only say